Yo, what up, bike games out there? The name's Second Heat, and originally I was supposed to post my third video reviewing the Ubisoft conference that went on somewhere around like maybe 4, 3, I don't know, somewhere earlier on today. But sadly, that could not happen because I don't know why, but the video recording that I didn't go, it didn't save or anything. So right now I'm giving you guys a second take on everything. Now it has been quite a couple hours after I did see the Ubisoft conference, so excuse me on my kind of foggy memory, especially since I just also finished watching the PlayStation conference, which I will be making right after this video. Now, going into things, starting with going into Ubisoft's press conference, it was mind-blowing. I truly loved all the AAA title um reveals that they did show. They did show I'm not going in order. Okay, so I do I'm going off of what I remember. They showed Assassin's Creed Unity. They showed Far Cry 4. They showed a trailer for Tom Clancy's Division. They showed I believe this is also Tom Clancy. Rainbow Six, which looked phenomenal. They also showed a little bit of the crew, and I'm pretty sure they showed a little bit more. But once again, my foggy memory just cannot remember all the stuff. But those were some of the big news that they gave. Now, once again, not going in order. Um, I just remember that they started off with Far Cry 4. Now, they did give you a kind of trailer and introduction to the big villain that you'll be facing, who looks pretty he looks like he's gonna be pretty crazy. I do love how they did the introduction and stuff. Basically, just to sum it all up, you're on like a bus like thing, traveling somewhere. I can't remember where the location is. I do know that it's somewhere in the mountain like areas, but an exact location, once again, foggy memory, just can't remember it. But basically, you're traveling to this area. You're going into a certain I'm not sure if it's a restricted area or not, but basically there's soldiers that have stopped you. They're just gonna check you out, and then for some reason, all of a sudden, a gunfight spills out, and the gunfight is kind of like, well, basically when the boss flies in and stops the gunfight, and what happens is he's going on about, I only told you to stop the bus, not to shoot the bus, and he's talking to this guy like, he didn't exactly say this, but in his mind, and what he's also um trying to tell him, in other words, basically like, are you stupid? Whoever told you to do this when clearly I said to do this? There's no way you could got in, stop and shoot. There's no way you could got those words confused. How did this happen? And basically the guy responded to him with things got out of control, which was kind of a lie. He started shooting it first. He's the one who got aggressive. Um, and then in return, what happened was the bad guy kind of lost his cool and just started stabbing the crap out of this guy to death. And it's like after this, he decides to take a selfie with the main character and then walks off. I'm just like, what kind of sick freak is this? What kind of sick freak am I about to go up against? Oh my gosh. The whole thing looks like it's going to be quite hilarious, quite epic. I did also see some gameplay that was showed later on during PlayStation. Yeah, it was during PlayStation's conference, which I will be talking about in that part of the video. But moving on, Assassin's Creed Unity was another feature that they showed. That was pretty awesome. I really did enjoy the fact that they showed not only the trailer but they also showed gameplay, and the gameplay was pretty phenomenal. It looked pretty smooth. I love them bringing back the parkour. I like the fact that you can now go through buildings and stuff. I'm not sure if that, I don't think that was in AC4. However, I do so believe they said that they had that in AC3, but I didn't really enjoy the game too much to fully like explore the world so much. So they did have you going through buildings. Did have a they did have a fight scene in there which looked pretty great. I wish we could see more finishers and stuff, but I'm guessing that's just gonna be for later on once you finally get the game. And of course they did finish it off with an air assassination. Now something great about this game that I'm really looking forward to is the 4-player co-op. Now me and one of my other friends loves Assassin's Creed. We love the series, and I'm pretty sure we're both gonna get AC Unity, and we will both play in a co-op mode. I doubt I will be recording that simply because the Rockshare won't really allow me to get all of those features in, but I will still be playing a co-op with my friend, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a hell of a good time taking down those Templars. Going further into things, let me go into the racing side with the crew. Now they didn't do much with the crew. They didn't even give that much explanation about it. All they really did was just kind of emphasize the fact that this is a true open world game. That this is a game where you can travel from state to state to state, and how they revealed this was basically by showing a QuickTime video of your car starting all the way from Miami, driving all the way to LA, all the way from the East Coast, going all the way to the West Coast, and they were basically showing you going like on-road, off-road, through different environments. They also showed like different cars in their different states, whether off-roading version, street version, speed version. I think that's what they call it. Either they call it speed version or race version. Um, and they even had like some customization, some customized cars and stuff, and it all looked pretty phenomenal. I was very excited for this game. I've been excited ever since the last E3 showed up, and I'm pretty sure the crew will be a very, very exciting game for all you racing fans. Going further on into things, I will be talking about Tom Clancy's Division. Now, sadly, they did not show us any gameplay of this, although that was during the Microsoft time. However, I did not see the Microsoft press conference too much. However, but I did see gameplay of it last year, and I'm pretty sure not much has changed. So, with the trailer, however, the trailer was supposed to be pretty moving, and it was supposed to explain in a way how everything started. And how everything started is basically there is a virus outbreak in New York, of course, pretty mainstream, pretty cliche, but whatever. We have a virus that is leaked out, and now this is putting New York into chaos. Everyone is fighting against one another, and you are kind of like a part of a secret organization of civilian elites that I'm guessing is trying to bring back order into, well, to New York, and I'm guessing just New York. I don't think they're going to be taking you anywhere else, but from what I've seen, this game is going to be quite phenomenal. I really can't wait to get my hands on this. I'm pretty sure like this and many, many other next-gen games are going to just be the games to get. Nothing seems to have disappointed me as of yet. Lastly, what I want to end this off with is Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six was actually the game that Ubisoft ended off with, and I got to say this game looks pretty awesome. I don't think this is going to be one of the #1 games. However, this is going to be quite one of the top team heavy based games, and the reason for that is because well, when they showed us gameplay. They showed us an entire gameplay of the game. Well, obviously, I kind of wanted to say it in a different version, but it didn't come out as well, so kind of made myself sound like an idiot. But whatever. They showed us some gameplay of this, and it was basically a 6 versus 6. what was happening was it was a hostage situation where you are the good guys trying to retrieve the hostage. Now, how this went out, well, it started off with, first off, you planning out how you're going to infiltrate the house. How you infiltrate the house? Well, it started off with you kind of talking about it over with your friends, saying, "Oh, how are we gonna get in, or are we gonna go through the garage? We're gonna go through the main entrance," and then it winded up being, okay, we're gonna infiltrate it from the rooftop, and we're gonna go through the windows on the top floor. That went on successfully with you taking out one of their men. And I love how every time every time somebody goes down, it actually shows it in the scoreboard. Whew. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's about to be 12 o'clock in my time, but I love how every time a man goes down, it will show you on top of the screen. Basically how it is it will show your 6 members on one side and the other 6 on the other side, and every time somebody goes down, their picture will disappear, and then on the screen it will say like 6 versus 5 or 5v5 or 3v1 and etc etc etc. Going further on into things, as they were infiltrating the house, they did show that the house can, be destroyed in multiple ways. They did show you shooting through walls, holes being penetrated through walls. They did show you like blowing holes through the walls, creating your own doors. Not just from wall to wall, but even like from one floor to another, so you could actually penetrate through the ceiling, and it all just looked pretty phenomenal. I can't wait for Rainbow Six to come out. Hopefully I can get my hands on that if I have the money, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be really want to get my hands on many of these games. So let me know what you guys feel about all these games that are coming out. There's a likely chance I might not do what I did, well, video wise, I might not do what I did in my previous video, show you guys all these pictures and stuff, simply because I do not have as much time as I wish I did. So sorry for me being kind of lazy, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, this has been your boy taking heat, and I'm out. Peace. Why I do that backwards?